In the heart of a turbulent land, where shadowy forests met sweeping marshlands, 5 unlikely champions found their fates intertwined by destiny's grasp. Each carried with them a unique history, entangled with threads of power and passion, drawing them toward a singular purpose. Though their paths seemed disparate, it was in the swirling vortex of a prophecy that their stories collided and commenced a remarkable journey. In the dense expanse of the Scarlet Forest, Fumiko Thunderblade prowled, guided by both her spectral patron and the primal urges of her newfound fox senses. The whispers of shadows, an omen of impending calamity, drove her deeper into the unyielding thickets. It was here she crossed paths with Nakai Mudslide, a tempest of scales and spirit, summoned from the swampy marshlands of Sethalor. Their confrontation was not of violence, but of mutual recognition. They saw in each other the shared mission to protect their lands from the encroaching darkness. Meanwhile, nestled in the enigmatic forests bordering the Feywild, Shyrys Steelheart had been tracking portentous signs of disruption. Her command of beguiling magic and tactical acumen made her both an explorer and a sentinel. As she traced the arcane disturbances, she stumbled upon Fumiko and Nakai. Understanding the gravity of impending peril, she proposed an alliance, her Fey-touched charisma binding them further toward shared intent. Elsewhere, conflict simmered within Jer Keep, where Zograk Moltenhide grappled with the schism induced by his father's tyranny. Seeking strategic alliances to bolster his rebellion, he ventured into Ironhold, knowing the city's chaos bred innovation that might tip his scales toward victory. It was here he encountered Darius Thornbark, the eccentric inventor whose explosive prowess had already gained local acclaim. Despite Darius's reputation for unpredictability, Zograk sensed a kinship in their disruptive natures, both seeking to uproot oppressive structures for a nobler cause. Thus, the wheel of fate turned, pulling Zograk and Darius from the labyrinthine streets of Ironhold to the untamed edge of the Scarlet Forest, where Fumiko, Nakai, and Shyrys awaited, drawn together by the ominous prophecy. Beneath the boughs of ancient trees, the 5 warriors forged an alliance, known thence as the Circle of the Tempest. Their first trial materialized as a rift to another realm, a tear in the world spewing creatures of chaos onto the land, threatening to consume it in shadow. The portal loomed like a gaping maw at the heart of the forest, writhing with spectral figures intent on devastation. United by shared purpose, the Circle of the Tempest squared against the storm. Shyrys' commands galvanized their defenses, directing Nakai's primal ferocity to spearhead the assault, a literal wall of wrath. At Nakai's flank, Fumiko maneuvered with the agility of shadow and light, weaving arcane invocations with the cunning of her werewolf's nature to dismantle enemies before they could take root. Zograk, the architect of rebellion, navigated the battlefield with skill born of both war and dragon chess strategy, turning foes' strength into their utmost weakness. From the rearguard, Darius unleashed his artillerist might, a maestro of controlled explosions that rained structured chaos upon their adversaries. His ingenuity inspired awe, each blast a testament to both craftsmanship and the feral blood within him. Together, they drove the fiends back toward the breach, but the portal itself demanded closure. It was Zograk who proposed a leap of faith, employing Darius's volatile alchemy to detonate the gateway from within. It was a gambit fraught with peril, yet supported by the trust and resolve they had forged in battle. Thus, Darius approached the rift's edge, a mix of excitement and determination etched across his features. With a final nod from his companions, he hurled an intricate device of his design into the core of chaos. Time seemed to suspend as the ground rumbled beneath them, the device's countdown echoing the heartbeat of the forest itself. In a crescendo of light and sound, the breach imploded, sealing the incursion of darkness and reaffirming their world's resilience. In the aftermath, the Circle of the Tempest stood amid the detritus of their triumph, their bonds irrevocably strengthened. Across the horizon, the future stretched vast and uncertain. Yet, as guardians of their realms and each other, they vowed to confront each new challenge with the same unyielding spirit. For theirs was a union of soul and might, ever vigilant against the shadows that plied their world.